Sophia back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, y'all. So as y'all can tell by the title, I am back with another story time. Yes, I am. So if you're not already, make sure you guys are subscribed, like, comment, all that good stuff. Also be sure to hit that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. If you guys haven't noticed, I made it to 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you guys so much. Y'all have really helped y'all girl out. I so appreciate y'all. So like I said, as promised, y'all getting a story time every week. So here is y'all weekly story time. I don't know if I'm telling this yet, but just know this took place back when I was in high school. I was young Drea. And basically, I really liked this guy. And we all lived like on the same street, I guess you can say, like in the same little neighborhood. And I remember he lived up the hill. Yeah, he had just came to our school in like 8th grade, I think. Something like that, like 8th, 9th grade. I think it was 8th grade. I'm pretty sure it was 8th grade. Yeah, it was 8th grade. So I remember he moved on our block and he would ride our bus and everything. And y'all, oh my God. Like back then when I tell y'all, I don't want to say I wasn't cute, but to me, I was not cute. And honestly, if I were to show y'all some pictures back in the day, you'll be like, oh, you were just going through your little phase. You know what I mean? Like your phase before you have like your glow up phase. Like, hold on. So your phase before you have your glow up phase. Like, yeah, I was one of those kids who developed quickly. Like I was taller than all the boys. I already had the booty, the hips, the thighs. My feet were, I wore a size 10 by 6th grade. Like I was just always, I grew fast. And then in 6th grade, I literally just stopped growing. I didn't get any taller. My shoe size stayed at a size 10. Don't come for me. Yes, I wore a size 10 shoe. Oh well. And yeah, so like 7th, 8th grade, like I slowly started to transition. I started playing more sports. You know, my body started to change. You know how it be. But I don't know. I just still like inside felt myself competing with other females in my head, of course. I mean, y'all was kids before. Y'all know what I mean. You compare yourself to other girls, especially if you see your friends or other girls who have boyfriends and have stories about talking to guys. Like, I never had that. I always felt like I just was ugly. I was just too big. Because like I said, I was always bigger than all the guys. Always taller. I was real shy. I was very, very shy. So I don't know. Like, I just kind of started to come out of that as I got into like 7th, 8th grade. So mind you, this boy came to our school district. And at the time, I was just like, oh my gosh, somebody new, somebody who doesn't know me. And he lives on my block, so I have more of a chance to get to know him before these other girls do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a chance to get to know this man or boy. So this is what I'm thinking in my head. So, of course, you know, you start wanting to dress cuter. You're waking up a little earlier in the morning to make sure your head's good, your hair's looking good, and just all that good stuff, you know, make sure you're picking out a good outfit. Sorry, y'all. I had tacos. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm doing all of that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like at this time, you know, I never had a boyfriend, which, I mean, why would I? I was in the 8th grade. Like, I know a lot of you probably did have boyfriends, but I just never had a boyfriend, nor was I even allowed to have a boyfriend until I was a senior in high school. But that's a story for another day. In my neighborhood, like I told you, I grew up in the suburbs. So in my neighborhood, I lived in a nice suburbs. The house was pretty nice. And we also lived in like, how do I put it? Like we had the corner house. We had the corner house. So we had the biggest yard all the way around. And since my mom never really she let us go around the neighborhood, but not really. She liked to have us in the yard. We were like the neighborhood house. We had the big yard out front and on the sides, big yard in the back with our swing set, and on the other side of the house it was like a slanted hill. So in the wintertime, everybody will always come down to our house in the neighborhood and we would sled down the hill. Like, so much fun. So much fun. And our street also didn't get a lot of traffic, so it was kind of safe to play in the street. We would have bike races, you know, all that kid stuff. And yeah. So I remember our one friend, he lived up the street as well, next to, oh, I gotta give these people names. Hold on, I gotta give these guys names. So I'm gonna call the boy that I had a crush on, I'm gonna call him Bill. I don't know, random name I know. So Bill moved in next door to our friends, one of our like closest friends on the block. Their mom had 4 kids. 2 of the kids were older than me, and I'm the oldest out of my siblings that lived in my house. 2 of the siblings were like 4 plus years older than me, and then the younger 2 were like me and my sister's age. So they would always come down, play with us. We was cool with their mom. We would go up to their house, play in their yard, in their basement, all that good stuff. So they would always come down. Their older sister actually used to babysit us, so we was all cool. Like, everybody in the neighborhood was real cool and close. We had a friend who lived right across the street from us. I remember his dog always used to get loose and chase us. We used to be so freaking scared, like so scared. We used to be real cool with a girl that lived a little further down the street. She had a trampoline, which we would always sneak over there to jump on her trampoline, because growing up as kids, we wasn't allowed to jump on the trampoline. Like, my mom did not play that. She always said we can land wrong and break our neck and die. Yeah, so she ain't played that trampoline stuff. Sorry, y'all, hold up. I feel like I need to tighten this a little bit. So, yeah, so my mom didn't play us being on the trampoline. But don't worry, y'all. We used to sneak on there and be on the trampoline anyway. Sorry, I feel like I'm trying to fix my hair, but whatever. I'm going to stop messing with it. Right, so when Bill came to the neighborhood, he started coming down and actually playing with us. And I was just like, I low-key manifested this. Like, I wanted this to happen. I wanted him to come down and be a part of our neighborhood crew, because you're now a part of the neighborhood. And not only that, but finally somebody my age, because the 2 boys used to come down, they were more of my 2 sisters' age. And I was always, you know, a year and a half older. But, you know, it's basically the same age. But no, Bill was in my grade. Oh, my goodness. He was in my grade, y'all. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh, and he's cute. And he was cute in a way, like, cute, real sweet, like, all that good stuff. But he was also shy, but he was like cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh, Bill. Like, nah. But yeah, so he used to come down. He used to play with us all the time, but he never used to stay long. Like, he always had stuff to do. Like, I don't know. Anyway, he came around more, hanging out, get to know him more. You know, he's knowing me and whatnot. And we're all, you know, we were all sitting at the bus stop together and go to school. Because at the time, my sister wasn't in the same school as me. So it would just like be me and him and like a couple other of the older kids who were, oh no, this is 8th grade. So in our neighborhood, okay, in our suburbs, I don't know if this is, obviously this isn't everywhere, but in the neighborhoods I went to in Pittsburgh, in the suburbs, your grade school, or the school is like elementary, is like kindergarten to 4th. And then we have like a middle school, which is a 6th and 7th grade. And then we have another middle school, which is 7th and 8th grade. It's like all different buildings. And then of course the high school building is 9 through 12. So 7th and 8th grade building, I used to be me, him, and my neighbor across the street who always got the dog loose. It used to just be us at the bus stop. So yeah, like it was just a good way for us to just, I don't know, for him to notice me. So y'all used to always try to get super, super cute. Like, swear I used to start to get super cute. But anyway, you know, as he's in school more, people are getting to know him. He's around the other girls. You know, I'm paying attention. I see these things. I see who he's hanging around. Like, I'm watching because, you know, I got a crush. You got to watch out for your crush. Like, crush. All right, my bad. I have to fix my shirt because y'all know I'm real, like, use my hands a lot when I talk. So my shirt was, like, slipping. I had to secure it. But, yeah, so I'm paying attention to what Bill's really talking to in school and all this good stuff. And I see that he's always with this one girl, like, and she was pretty popular. She was also new to the school. So I'm like, oh man, like I know she don't actually like him like that. I'm not gonna say she don't like him, but I knew like she was talking to other dudes from other school. I think she had like a little boyfriend for real too. And she was just one of those girls who would be around the guys and the guys just liked her, and she would like mess around, play around with them and stuff, but not actually take them serious. That, you know what I mean? Like that type. So anyway, I noticed he would be with her a lot, and I think we all had like math class together or something. I don't know, but I remember they sat next to each other, and yeah, they was always giggling and doing all this other stuff. Not only that, but I lived in a strict household, so they were even able to hang out outside of school, where I wasn't really able to do that unless he was in the neighborhood, of course. You know what I mean? Which he was in the neighborhood a lot, but he didn't always come outside for real. So when he did, like, I made sure I was outside too. Everything else can wait. I made sure I was outside too. But yeah, y'all, so time's going by, and I start overhearing this girl talking about him one day. Let me give these girls a name, y'all. So the one girl that we all had math class with, the popular girl that I said has a boyfriend but be messing around with him, not messing around like having sex, but messing around as just like being giggly and playful with him. We're gonna give her the name Tamara. We'll call her Tamara. And then the other girl that I overheard talking about Bill, we're gonna call her Shanti. So we got Tamara and Shanti, and then we got my crush, Bill. All right, now that we got everybody, let's get back. So I'm walking by one day, and I'm hearing, because our lockers were closed, so I'm hearing her like at the locker, and she's talking to her friend about Bill. And this is Shanti. Shanti's talking to her friend about Bill. I'm just overhearing, and she's just like, oh yeah, like I think he's cute and this and that. And you know, Shanti, she was cool. I'm not gonna lie, like this is just in my own opinion. I didn't think she was cute, but she was known, and I think it's because she was a little bit out there for real. And she had she was like a real small, short built girl, but she had chest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that's what attracted the guys for sure. So when I overheard her talking, I immediately was just like, dang, like she likes him too. And I be seeing him around with Tamara. I almost forgot what I named her. I be seeing him walking around with Tamara, and now Shanti is talking about she like Bill too. Like, oh my God, I don't know. Like, all I can really do is just be me and just try to be cute when I'm around with him, and then hopefully, you know, I don't even know. Like, I didn't even want him to actually be my boyfriend or nothing, because honestly, y'all, I didn't even know much about that. You know how it is when you're just a kid for real, and you just, oh, be my boyfriend. But what do you really do? Like, walk around holding hands at school together, and that's like about it. I swear. At least for me, because what was we gonna do outside of school besides play Release the Den around the neighborhood? Like, for real. So I'm just like, all right, well, that's cool. Like, I just let it alone. Like, just kept going about my day, and that was that. So the days go on, months go on. Yes, y'all, months. The school year is passing by. And I just see him around, you know, still walking around with Tamara. And now I see him walking around with Shanti too. So in my head, I'm like, oh, do they talk? But I haven't really been hearing rumors or nothing about them talking. So I'm just like, oh, maybe they're just being friendly at school type thing. And of course, I was still hanging out with Bill as well whenever he comes around at the neighborhood, and we would chill and all that good stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? All right, cool. So y'all, then my moment came. It's like, dog. So listen, one day, y'all, after, I don't know if it was after school break, whatever, but I just know one day we was all playing outside. And we was all playing hide and go seek. And the hide and go seek, it was hard to play because it was around the whole neighborhood. We was playing, and you had to find everybody around the whole neighborhood. So we're like, all right. So why it was our turn to hide, I don't remember who was counting, but it was our turn to hide. And why did me and him hide in his garage? Yes, y'all, we hid in his garage, and it was dark. And next thing you know, he just literally came up to me and just like pulled me in by the waist and like held me close to him and was just like hugging me. And y'all, this was me low-key sniffing him. I know that sounds so weird, but I'm just taking it in for real, because y'all, like at this point, like I told you, I already felt like I wasn't really cute. Like I was still in that stage where I didn't necessarily have my glow up yet, and I still had all my, you know, I was bigger, you know, I had booty and thighs, but I really wasn't as shapely. Like, I don't know, I felt like I was big straight up and down. So when I was just like, oh my gosh, he likes me, like why is he hugging me like this? So he's like holding me close and really hugging me and stuff. And then y'all, why did he kiss me? I know, why did he kiss me? So it wasn't like a kiss, it was just like a kiss type thing. We're in 8th grade, I don't know. So I'm just like, oh my God, he kissed me. Like, so then after that, we literally exchanged numbers, guys. It didn't go further than that. I know. We was legit playing hide and go seek, not hide and go get it. It was just a little peck, y'all. I swear, it was just a little peck. Because y'all know y'all little nasty asses. Y'all was playing hide and go get it. All young. Honestly, I've never played hide and go get it, but that's okay. I don't feel like I was missing out on nothing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just like, okay, I got his number. Like, oh my gosh. So, you know, after a certain time, it start getting dark. So I start, you know, running back to the crib. Like, we gotta be in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's the one thing about my mom. She never cared about us being in the house before like the street lights or nothing. She just had to know where we were for real. Like, and of course she'd rather us have been in like the yard if we was gonna be outside in the dark. So we had went back outside down to the yard. Like he walked me back to the crib or whatever. And then, you know, I had got the rest of my siblings like, all right, come on, we're going in the house because it's getting dark out here. Like there's no sense for us to even really be outside right now. Even though I want to spend more time with Billy or Bill, what's on him? Billy, with Bill. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go in the house. So we goes in the house and literally we're texting like nonstop for like the next 2-3 hours. And I'm just like, okay, like, I don't even remember what we're talking about, but I remember the one thing I asked, because I was very curious. I was just like, you know, just wondering, like, who are you interested in at the school? Because mind you, he's new to the school district, and I already be seeing him with Tamara and the other girl. I forget what I named her. Stephanie, Stassi. What did I name her, y'all? Why do I make names and can't remember what I named them? Tamara and Steph. I can't remember her name, y'all. Tamara and Shanti. There it goes. So I already seen him, you know, walking around with Tamara and Shanti. So I low-key felt as though he was going to say those names. So I'm like, oh, you know, who are you interested in? Like, who do you talk to? You know, young stuff. Now at my old age, I'm not asking that. Like, that's weird. But yeah, who are you talking to? Who are you interested in, Bill? And he texted me back and he said, you. I was like, oh my God. Me? Did he just say me? Oh, y'all. Oh my goodness. I was so geeked up when he said you that I totally ignored that it said and Tamara and Shanti. Hey, yo, it's like once I seen that, I didn't even give a damn. I just seen you. Once I seen you, I really didn't even care what came after that. Because he said me. But anyway, he said he liked all three of us. So I was just like, oh, okay. So y'all, I'm so geeked up. So, you know, me and Bill's texting. So I ended up texting my friend. She was my best friend at the time. I ended up texting my friend. I was like, oh, girl, you know, I've been texting Bill. Because she knew I had a crush on him already. I was like, yo, I've been texting Bill, and he said he likes me, but he also said he likes Tamara and Shanti. And now I kind of just put my phone to the side, and I'm just like waiting on either my friend or Bill to text me back. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like happy, in a good mood, and just like, ah, la la la, like, oh, I got a kiss tonight, and he told me he liked me. Like, you know, I'm just in my little 8th grade glory over this little boy. Next thing you know, I get a text message from Bill. And then he was just like,
what? Yeah, I don't think that message was meant for me.
And y'all, my heart dropped, and I'm pretty sure I shit my pants. Pretty sure I shit my pants. Because I thought I said, he said he likes me, Tamara, and Shanti, and sent it to my friend? No, I accidentally sent it to Bill. Y'all, I still be thinking about that. Well, not really, but I mean, obviously I did, because I'm telling y'all the story. But it's just like, yo, that is so crazy how that ended up happening. Like, how did I do that? Like, girl, pay attention. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Y'all, I just wanted to cry and scream and all the extra stuff. So once he sent me that, I heard him text my friend the same thing, and then was like, but I accidentally sent the message to him, and oh my God. So when he said that, yo, let me tell you how this man just stopped texting me. I messed up. I blew it. Like, because I felt him. It's just like, damn, like, not you really telling people who I like and all this. Even though it was just my best friend. But he don't know that. And he's new. And now he just thinks I'm a gossiper. And I'm just going around telling everybody who he likes. So I get it. But it's just like, damn, like, you really just stopped fucking with me after that. That broke my little heart. That really broke my little heart, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I was just like, oh, Bill. Anyway, so after that happened, y'all, he barely came down to play anymore. And I'm like, dang, is it because of me? Like, am I really like a whole weirdo? Like, if he seen me like on a bus or in school, like, he would still say hey and talk to me. But like, outside of that, no. It was nothing. Y'all, I can't believe I really blew it like that. And that was actually somebody I finally liked, who liked me back, even if he did like them other girls too. Because like I said, I always felt like I wasn't really cute. So when he said he liked me back, I was like, oh my God, like I feel like I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, a little while after that, he started dating Shanti. My heart. And to make matters worse, we were all in the same homeroom. I had to see that every day, y'all. I had to see it every day. But anyway, I got over it. I did. I got over it. But it was still like, dang, like, not us being neighbors and all that good stuff. But come 9th grade, we ended up talking more. Like, what's her name? Shanti wasn't going to our school anymore. Bill was single again, but at this point, I wasn't even interested in Bill in that way anymore. Because now we're in the high school, and it's a whole different ball game. I done slimmed out over the summer. I had also lost my virginity that summer. So that's a whole nother story, because I was young. That's a whole nother story. So I'm not gonna lie, I came into 9th grade like a different person. I had more of a confidence about myself. I was coming more into my body, you know, I was slimming out, and I really had that nice shape. If I could find some pictures of me in the 9th grade, I'm gonna post it for y'all, because y'all gonna see what I look like. So yeah, I was coming to more of my body. I seen the older guys, and I was just like, oh my God, these 17, 18-year-olds looking good. So, that's terrible to think at 14. But what? We all went to the same school together. Like, what you mean? It's all high school, but everybody was just looking so good. Especially like any dude who plays sports. Oh my gosh. I loved a dude who plays sports. Anyway, Bill was no longer in my mindsets or whatever. At this point, I still never had an actual boyfriend. So I get through the 9th grade. The stuff that happened over the summer, I actually got in trouble for. So my mom took my phone away, and I didn't have a cell phone my entire freshman year. So of course I had, at the time, one of those iPad touches, and you know, you can get like the text messages on there, like Text Now app and stuff on there. So like I had that and was like using that, or I would have people call me on the house phone at like certain times, because we had a house phone in the kitchen, and then I had a house phone in my room, but I would silence the one in the kitchen so my mom wouldn't know I was getting calls to the one in my bedroom. So I don't know, I was always on some slick, sneaky stuff. But y'all, when you live in a like strict household and can't really do stuff that you want to do, even though you may not supposed to be doing it, you're gonna find ways to get around it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what was going on there. So I did that my whole freshman year. Like I said, I had more confidence about myself. I was looking, you know, better body-wise and all that good stuff. And tell me why my first boyfriend ended up being Billy's best friend. So crazy. Ended up being his best friend. I didn't know they were best friends at the time. I just remember we were talking, me and my boyfriend, first boyfriend. You know, we started talking, started getting to know each other. And I remember on like the last day of school, my boyfriend caught my bus home. I'm just like, oh, like, what are you doing on this bus? Like, where are you going? Because you don't ride our bus. And he was just like,
oh, I'm going over to Billy's house.
And I was just like, oh, you're going over to Billy's house? He's just like,
yeah, Billy, you know, we've been cool for this amount of time. And, you know, we both came from this school district.
And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, that's so crazy. Like, who knew you guys were friends? He was like,
man, we're best friends. This ain't just my friend. Like, we're best friends.
And I was just like, wow, ain't it a small world? Swear, it's a small world. So my boyfriend at the time, like, he didn't know where I lived. He wasn't allowed to come to my house anyway. He was not allowed to come to my house. Not only that, but towards the end of the school year, we had ended up moving from that neighborhood to another part of our city, which it was literally 5 minutes up the road. We even still rode the same bus, which was hilarious. So I would still ride the same bus, but I seen that he had, you know, was going home with Billy. So yeah, anyway. I felt like that was so crazy. We ended up dating for the whole summer. And during that summer, me, my boyfriend, and Billy, we would all hang out at Billy's crib. It was so weird, y'all. Like, not me really ended up being around Billy anyway. Not that I even liked him anymore. This was a whole year later. But it's just like, wow, what a small world. We're hanging out at Billy's house. At this point, you know, my innocence was tainted. So and I was in 9th grade going into 10th grade, and we're drinking, and they introduced me to, you know, the WEED and all that good stuff. So I don't know, that was just like the little chill spot for a while. So that's just crazy. But yeah, y'all, I can't believe I really accidentally text. I know y'all, you know, don't text the wrong person before, but that was such a big L, or L, I don't know which way it looks. But that was such a big L for me. Like, I could not believe I did that. Because if I didn't do that, I wonder if me and Bill would have ever started dating. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be seeing him on Instagram and like on Snapchat, and he still looks so good. He do. But he was in like I forget what he joined. I don't know if it was the Army, Navy. I don't know. But this man lives in like Japan. And it's just like, why can't I live in Japan with you? Like, why? But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much my little story time of what happened of me texting the wrong person. Me texting my crush, and oh my gosh, like, he hates me. But nah, we cool. But anyway, y'all, tell me how y'all like this story time. I can look back on it now and really laugh about it, but at the time, I was devastated. I was so distraught, like seriously so distraught. Yeah, tell me how y'all like this story time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and subscribe, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.